welcome to Coding After Work.
We're back.
Yes, and we're coding.
Not yet.
After work.
Maybe.
It's at least after work for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So last week we didn't do anything.
We did not.
I don't think we actually did it.
Nope.
We have skipped 2 weeks.
Yes. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what we should be.
But we're back and haven't prepared anything. So
hey,
thank you for coming. And
yeah. And as per usual, we are using feature chat, which has a few bugs, but the developer is working on it. But that means we are not excluding you if we are not lifting in your comment. It's just that we can't because it seems to be a little random. But 2 weeks.
So I'm guessing, Lavasoft, you got the reference that I did. What reference?
Yeah, probably.
So that's from Total Recall.
Oh, of course.
How long are you staying? 2 weeks.
And then it starts to, yeah. A magical mystery tour. Yes. Of the page. And stuff. And also, we have some unboxing to do.
We do.
Yeah, long awaited. I think we're last in the world.
Probably. So let's switch
new
over.
Camera angle for those who don't follow us on Married Geeks, where we do Lego and puns and more Lego. Yeah.
And Geek Outs.
Oh, look at that. We might not be last. It seems that Stacy is also at our cadence. Slow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so we got... Both Jessica and I are Microsoft MVPs.
Yes.
And we got this, I believe it was like 4 weeks ago or something like that now.
3.5, something. It was after... It was just delivered like the day after we streamed. And then we didn't stream for 2 weeks. So
we thought, hey, why not unbox this live on...
yeah. And also, I know that some of our friends also joined us for our stream on Tuesday at Married Geeks. So therefore, is it not showing on stream? Oh, is it because I'm on a different camera?
Might be.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No, my fault. The delivery, it did arrive with 7 minutes to spare. And it was awesome. Well, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Jimmy got some cable and boring stuff like that, but I actually got a surprise gift from my sister-in-law because we took her to London and showed her around. So I got Lego succulents, which was so high on my Lego wanted list. So I was super happy. But the camera is still not arriving anytime soon.
No.
So, back to your package.
Back to the package. So, I brought my Invisi pen, or Invisi knife.
Invisi knife, yeah.
It's not really here. Can you see it?
You have a hole in your
You
face.
can't see it. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This is also what we do on Married Geeks.
I got the knife.
More movie references. Okay.
See what we got here.
Jimmy with green. Exactly. Always with the green.
Let's remove the box.
And we found another box.
It's a box.
Yeah, but it's a prettier box. Much prettier.
It is. So this is what we get. I was about to say every year.
Yeah,
but
I heard that. If we are fortunate to have contributed enough to the community, one could be so lucky as to receive this once a year.
so it says thank you. Big friendly letters.
Yeah, I like friendly
Let's see
letters.
here. So Jimmy Engström.
Oh, and we have a new category.
Yeah, developer technologies.
Yes, because we used to be in Windows development, both
And
of us.
Satya has apparently signed all of these.
Yes, definitely
I
by
assume,
hand.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm gonna move this out of the
Ooh,
way.
we have a great suggestion from Lavasoft.
Okay.
Green glitter. Something for you, something for me.
Totally invisible on stream.
Oh, I actually think I have some green glitter.
So we got some stickers. MVP stickers. And a credit card so we can buy anything at any
It
point.
is not what that card is.
Is it?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So this is... I have no idea what this card is for, to be honest.
I think it used to be like predated us. Like the lanyard when you got to the Microsoft MVP Summit.
Yeah, maybe.
But we have never had to use them.
Never used it, never brought it.
No.
So this is...
Oh, we brought it the first year
yeah.
because nervous.
This is just a plastic card. Okay, peel here. Let's do that.
And Stacy says, DevTech for the win! And Moyan thinks it's nice. It is very pretty. I like the lapel pin as well because I think they it's magnetic.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Carry on. Carry on.
So this is a glass thingy. With the ears. Okay. We can remove this box. And now we get to the lapel thingy. So here, you can just move it out like here. Like
Oh, is that how you do it? Good to know. That used to be a pin, an actual pin, and I prefer magnets because it doesn't ruin your clothes.
Okay, and the most important thing, I believe. So in here,
this is a hidden
notice to the receiver, yada yada yada. And here's the IKEA instruction manual.
Yes.
So this is what you do. You take this and you put it onto the
Yes, so the
other
first
thingy.
year, the very first year, you get a statuette or whatever you want to call this. And then the following years, you get the add-on. But you still get the instructions in case you do not understand how to do it. Oh, that's not what the instruction says.
Yeah, but we need to
No, instruction doesn't say that.
take this one, put it on down here. There we go.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Yay.
Another year. No, it's actually a privilege and an honor.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I'm amazed every year.
Yeah, definitely.
So there we have it.
Nice.
I like it. Okay, did you have a place for this one?
I did have a place for
That's
that.
perfect.
Let me grab it. And I got an exactly the same, but it says Jessica instead of Jimmy. Even says the same last name.
That's true. That's true.
So I don't think anyone will want to see
Unboxing
part 2.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah. An IKEA version of Oscar build.
Mm.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Okay, so you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There we go.
So
Why are you sharing this one?
Why am I sharing? Because we have sponsors.
We do.
We do. So
Which I'm also amazed of and thankful for.
So Progress Telerik has amazing Blazor UI controls with over 95 apparently components, which are amazing, all of them.
And truly native.
Truly native.
And they release new things every 6 weeks.
And awesome support as well.
Oh my gosh, yes, the support.
But we got another one.
Yes, we do.
So If Insurance has over 1,000
Yes, over 1,000 now.
around,
In
I'm
their
guessing around
their
the world.
dev
Yeah.
community alone.
and they're looking for people all
Yeah.
the time. So
Because they want to help people not falling into accidents and stuff by crunching numbers and data and all of that good stuff.
good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
So if you're looking for work, C#, give them a call.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But we also have a page.
We have a page. And what I did earlier today was that I fixed this page.
Yeah.
So we got the year up here instead, and the
nice.
boxes looks a little bit
Oh,
better.
you need to show how
all
you did that, because we had a discussion on that in chat, I believe, on how to move that up.
So what I ended up with was a broken first page instead. So I'm gonna.
Oh, now it makes sense. Okay, yeah.
So I need to fix that. I'm probably not gonna do that
No.
on stream because.
But I think I know the issue, because you created a grid, but the grid should be at top level to be able to stretch the image the way you wanted it to be stretched, right?
The grid is on at the top level, but where the header is, this image is not at the top level.
Okay.
So it's actually one level down.
Yeah,
So.
no, we need to be able to span that image.
Okay, so what I did...
Later problem.
Let's see if I remember. I remember.
Oh, you do?
So what I did was that I created the page, created a page class, which is now a grid. I set a fraction.
Yep.
And then a middle fraction, or a middle part, which takes up 3 fractions.
Yep.
Now I'm looking at you because you're the one that knows this stuff. And then a right fraction.
Yeah, so fraction is just an arbitrary, however much you have left divided. It's like you want to have equal parts on each side, you can use fractions.
Yeah. So all of this I actually stole from a website.
Oh.
But this one I was really happy about because I don't understand the 1/2/3/. I don't get it.
Yeah. And there's actually multiple ways of doing 1/2, and you can also use easier naming like column and span. You can use that inside, or you can just use span. So if you wanted to span over 2, you can just type like /2 or something.
But what if?
Yeah.
What if there was a way to name them?
Yeah.
We should add the kind of the glitter thing.
Yeah. The same sort of glitter we have in Visual Studio nowadays.
So there is a way. So I can say that I want to name the area. So left area, main area, and right area.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I want to justify the content to the center. So our main tag here, I'm saying that it should have a margin to the top because I want it to be pushed down beneath the menu.
Yeah.
I also wanted a little bit of padding on the bottom because it doesn't look that great if everything just stops at the end of the page. And I'm saying that I want the main to be displayed in the grid column main area.
Yeah.
This is nice, isn't it?
It is. It is.
And if you pop into the main layout page here, you'll see that we have a div with a class, with a page class, and one main tag. So here's the problem. Inside of the main tag, we are rendering the header. So that's
right.
So basically, what we need to do, I'm assuming this is completely wrong, but we need to move -1 and push it 5, span it 5 fractions.
Yeah. Okay.
So a little bit tricky, but yeah, I haven't
We'll
figured
figure
that
it
one.
out one way or another. We are iterating this 500 million times, I'm guessing.
But I think we are pretty close to
Good enough.
good enough to be able to release this. Put
Glitter on it.
Put a little bit of glitter on it. Because we have speakers. We have 4 speakers.
Yeah.
So all the call for paper. As you may see, there's a couple of duplicates. I have no idea why.
It could use some styling there as well.
Yeah. But it works, and that's the most important part. And I don't know why we have duplicates. I went into the database earlier to check if there are we have multiple sources. Some sources have sessionize, for example.
Yeah.
But it should be, there shouldn't be any duplicates. Because
You have taken that into account, you mean? Yeah. But maybe they have done something like they have written the web page differently or the address differently, the venue differently.
Let's take a couple of minutes just to
I want to know
at that because I think that it's actually not. I think that all of the problem areas here are from Sessionize. So let's grab one. So these ones are probably not from Sessionize.
Yeah.
So let's.
So Cloud Day or Eurorust. Let's Talk Campus. They are also Festival Agile Trends. There you go. Yay, RavenDB!
So let's take.
We do love us some RavenDB. Now we're just trying to figure out why we have duplicates.
Let's bring in, let's see, there, I believe. There we go. So that's the first one.
Yeah. And that's for Sessionize. I
saw
it? Yeah, I saw that.
And this one is...
Where are you from?
Let's pop that one there. Place that one with this one.
And I also like their logo.
This one is also from Sessionize. So there's something going on.
So what is...
with the duplicates.
I want to know.
I want to know. So what we're using as...
Can you, like, split page them?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Split page them.
Yeah, you know, as
That's
you do.
the technical term.
Of course it is. I just made it up.
There we go. So I don't think there are anything...
Hi, Napalm! And that one I couldn't lift in either, so... As some of you may know, we have some issue with lifting in.
And we got a new follower.
Yay! Thank you! And we got some glitter!
We just added those kind of notifications. I believe it was last stream. So
yeah.
It's new to us. Okay, so we have, let's see here. So when we are getting all of the data, we're getting it with the, let's see here.
Can we just agree that RavenDB has the coolest native UI? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
And
it is really good.
When we had Oren on, we had Dayan on.
Well, we had Oren on as well, but
but in the podcast.
Yeah.
I have never been this excited about a database. I mean, I don't even like databases, but my mind was blown. Definitely.
It was kind of fun. So from what I can see here,
it is raining glitter.
It is the same event, same data. It should have been duplicated, not duplicated.
Hello.
So I'm just gonna leave that. Let's go back to that. We can take a look at the code.
So does this sound like napalm? Databases, just use flat files for all the things.
Excel for the win.
Oh, yes. So we recorded a podcast yesterday. It's not out, but with a UXer, and we talked a lot about Excel. Now we got a cliffhanger, an Excel cliffhanger.
Let's just take a look here. What's happening?
Oh, yes, we do have a podcast with the same name, Coding After Work. We actually started as a user group, a code-heavy user group, when we met people in the real world. And then we were so fortunate to be out in the world speaking to a lot of cool people like Jeff Fritz, for instance. And we wanted to share those discussions we had with other people. So we started recording podcasts. We have the slowest cadence in the history of mankind.
But we do have a cadence.
We do have a cadence nowadays. So yeah, Coding After Work. We live where podcasts live.
Yep. So as you can see here, we got an identifier, and that the identifier is the URL to the event.
Yeah, right.
And we're checking here that we're getting the conference list, and could it be? Let's see what it's doing here. So we're getting all the conferences that has the source sessionized.
Yeah.
And then we're checking, do we already have it or not?
Mm-hmm. But why don't they think we have it? Interesting.
The only thing that I could think of is if sessionized for some reason has it twice in the
yeah. Because it's not all conferences from sessionized. Check.
Not sure.
Could you look up Svetug?
No.
No?
Or maybe.
Well, we have it on the webpage, right?
Yeah, but we don't have an open call for papers, so it's
right.
a little bit tricky.
Sorry about that.
Let's
Sorry
see
about
what
that.
we can do. Let's see what
Yeah.
we can do. So let's do a query. Where name, perhaps?
This is also so cool.
Like, so I'm
Can you tell I'm a fan?
Let's go Sweet 2022.
Yeah, or
no, it's
I think
actually
we're
Gothenburg or something like that.
Yeah, either Gothenburg or GBG.
Is it starts with? I'm not usually inside this UI, to be honest.
No.
Where there we go. Name. Let's equals. Let's try equals. Sweet. Is it called like that? Maybe.
Or GBG.
Yeah.
Can you just search for Svetug? Like, does it have to be the complete one? Do you want me to look it up over here?
It's possible in Raven.
Yeah, but you don't know how.
Let's see. Session I. I'm not going to be able to find it there either.
I can see if I can find it here.
Is it starts with? Like. Does that work?
Here we go. It's called Svetug Gothenburg 2022.
Svetug Gothenburg 2022.
Yeah.
There we go. We got two of those.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, and that for sure. I know we only have one in.
Yeah. There's something is going on.
Yes, Svetug in Gothenburg. So pre-COVID, Svetug we planned. So that's a .NET conference we have here in Sweden, which we Jimmy and I and a couple of other members of the community is organizing. We actually plan to branch out and do 2 cities, but COVID, and now we want to get back, but we don't want to move our original one, if you want to. So we start with a smaller one, much smaller, 200-300 people instead of 500-600, and only 2 or 3 tracks. I don't remember. 2 tracks, yeah, instead of 4 tracks and things like that. So just a small one. Also, just to get a feel for the culture in Gothenburg, because it differs so much in Sweden. One would think it didn't, but it does. But then we are actually back in. I hope I'm allowed to say that. Well, I think we're back in January, February in Stockholm. I see what you did there. 2 tracks, Blazor and not Blazor. Basically, I mean, no, there's some other things as well, but we do have some Blazor.
We do have some Blazor, and I'm actually not doing a Blazor session.
But you're using Blazor in your talk.
I am. So I'm going to talk about my ZX Spectrum emulator and how I built that from scratch. It was from scratch.
Yeah.
While preparing that session, I kind of realized how the importance of the ZX Spectrum for me, because if you drill down and it was the thing that made me made me want to become a developer.
Yeah.
So without that, well, I wouldn't been in this place at all, perhaps.
It's also the thing that got you into public speaking, because you were kind of forced up on stage to show it.
Yeah. But let's assume that I would have become a developer anyways. And as you say, it was the thing that made me try out public speaking for the first time.
Yeah.
It was the thing that made me a Geek of the Year back in 2011, I believe. It was the thing that made me an MVP because of the public speaking and so on and so on.
And if you hadn't been a developer, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
Keynote session. .NET is freaky fast, so why are you using JavaScript again? Ooh, I would love that. You need to send that into to Stockholm, because
And while we're talking, we are going to do a .NET front-end day.
We are.
But we don't have any dates or anything like that. But
hint, hint, nudge, nudge. If you have something you want to either speak about or listen to.
Yeah. Or perhaps have a session like .NET 7 is freaky fast, so why are you using JavaScript again? That would be an awesome session.
Yeah. So, Jeff, I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking at you. I think he got the hint. Hint, hint. May or may not.
Okay, so let's just ignore the duplicates. Sadly, it will mean that I probably need to reset the database, so our awesome
our counter needs to be reset. Yeah. Well, that's what happened. It's still cool data to see how many conferences were added the last 7 days and things like that, but it's not the main thing, the main important thing on this page, so it's fine to reset it.
That's true. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, when you see a conference and you see, it got an open call for paper, you want to be able to make sure that there's not a lot of other conferences that you have submitted to, or perhaps there's another conference that you rather submit to. This has never happened to us. Or perhaps actually in November we are double booked. Well, not double booked, but we are going to go to a conference in southern Sweden and then directly to the airport and to Pennsylvania and do a session there. So it's a little bit. This site would have been good back then.
So we do have some. Should we bring in some questions? We have awesome discussions in chat. Oh, I'm in the wrong window. There we go. Let's see. First of all, we have. Okay, let's do this. We have. Speaking of Blazor, or how small has the Blazor runtime payload gotten? That was one of my blockers from adopting it. It's not too bad when you compare it to other. It depends on what your solution is.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about .NET 7. I believe it's on.
Well, we can't answer .NET 7 until November.
Yeah, but I think it is around 1 megabyte.
Yeah.
Not sure exactly the amount, but that's a really interesting point of view because
I thought so.
Because if you look at let's say Facebook, they have about 20 megabytes of JavaScript. I'm just counting the JavaScript.
Yeah.
If we're looking at so I did a little bit of research around this, and if you're looking at smaller sites, I think Stack Overflow is like 2 or 3 megabytes of JavaScript.
Oh, even pages that you expect to be like 0, like Apple, has more than Blazor.
Yeah. So I don't think it's really about the 1 megabyte of data. That is not the problem, in my opinion. The real problem is the loading time. So you will see a little bit of loading before you get the initial content, and that might be a problem. But if we take a look, I'm just gonna pull up.
Sorry, I was a little bit quick. Next question
here.
Or next discussion topic more than.
There we go. So if you see here, if I reload the page, you'll see that it's loading. So what it's actually doing here is that it's since this is not the first time I've loaded the ZX Spectrum emulator, it's going to check the cache and it's going to load the data. And this one is running ahead of time compilation, AOT, ahead of time. Yeah. So this one is going to be really fast. It almost. This is not a problem loading time. It would probably be better for me to not have the loading text there because people wouldn't even notice that it's loading.
Yeah, that is true. We also have another discussion topic. Is JavaScript really on the way out as it sounds?
No.
No, that's what I said.
No. If you have a working pipeline, if you're using React or Angular or whatever you prefer, continue to do that.
Yeah.
I believe that in the future, I think that WebAssembly is going to take over from JavaScript. But having said that, you will still be able to write JavaScript to WebAssembly and then run it because we want something that runs fast.
Yeah, and I know ClipTalk has millions of clips, and Jeff doesn't ahead of time compile that, so it has a little bit of a loading time. But
let's check it out. Cliptalk.com. That's fast, right?
And I say that as a UXer, that's fine.
And you see that it's loading, and
and you have a loading animation, so something is happening, which is awesome. My understanding is Blazor and other WASM tech still needs to access DOM.
Absolutely. Blazor is using JavaScript to do that. I believe, I'm not sure if this is, maybe Jeff knows. I think that they have, they're working on direct access for WebAssembly in the web browsers. So that's not a Microsoft thing, it's a WebAssembly thing. I'm not sure if that is actually in there yet or not. I know that they're working on multiple threads, so that would be nice. So JavaScript is not going to be able to use multiple threads, but WebAssembly might be able to do that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I need to lift in this because we have talked about UX so many times. Thank you, Jess. That means a lot from you. Well, when you do UX right, I can tell you that too. As long as we have something to do while we're waiting, we are fine.
And there is a
oh yeah, and while you are looking on that, Napalm says, yeah, let's be clear. I think Blazor and Wasm are great technologies. I just have gotten used to work in JavaScript and TypeScript. That's all. And that is probably where you will be more productive then. Whereas Jimmy would not be productive using any form of JavaScript or JavaScript framework because I could not have stand these swear words and cussing he would do because he doesn't like that.
Let me see if I can find. There we go. I think it's this one. So
I use multi-threading to load multiple parts of clip talk at once. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, good work.
From .NET 7. So I'm not sure about his first name, but his name is Sakamoto, at least. I know that one. So he is an MVP that has done something called the Blazor Wasm pre-rendering.build.
Yeah.
So what it does is that it's gonna take your Wasm application. It's going to when you're building it, it's going to pre-render everything. So the loading time is going to be basically 0 because it's just going to deliver back the pre-rendered stuff, and then it's going to load the Wasm in the background and then replace the site. So it's basically going to be done. You got the data. I know that Steve Sanderson used that for the simple grid, quick grid. What is it called? Quick grid.
That sounds like a Ben 10 character.
Quick grid.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it this one? Quick start? No.
No, that's another
That's
one.
something else. This one, perhaps. Grid Blazor. No, not that one. I know they're mentioning it.
There we
here.
go.
Did you see it?
No, I thought I saw it.
There. Experimental quick grid. Let's see if we can find the URL here. Quick grid for Blazor demo site. There we go. So this one is running. WebAssembly, not AOT compiled. And as you can see, the site is, I mean, you can't even see that I'm reloading the page.
You can see it with the URL in the little...
yeah.
What's it called? Flurp.
Address bar?
No, on top of that.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Icon thingy.
No, oh my gosh, my brain.
So as you can see, I mean, the loading time is not a problem here. It's super fast.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's.
But again, if someone is more comfortable, not using Blazor but using JavaScript or TypeScript or whatever, stick to that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I think I mentioned that on the stream before, but just in the beginning of Blazor, I got a friend request on Facebook, and yeah, sure, why not? And there was a guy. He said, "So, are you working with Blazor?" And I said, "Yes, I am." Yeah, Blazor is not going to be a thing. And I'm like, "So, why do you think that?" And he was like, "Yeah, because it will never win over Angular or React. I'm an Angular developer. It's never going to win over Angular or React." And that's not the point. The point is that we, and I'm talking very much about myself here, we as C# developers that are not productive in JavaScript or TypeScript or don't want to switch languages just to make something work. And one of the my absolute favorite thing about Blazor is that normally you would have a data class, a C# data class, serialize that to JSON, push that over to a TypeScript or a JavaScript object that you would do queries against. But here you can have the .NET class in both places. You don't have to duplicate that. I remember, I think there is an application or a helper library called something like typewriter or something like that. So it basically can take your C# class and convert it to JavaScript so you can, or TypeScript so you can use it there. But all that, in my opinion, unnecessary type switching and
that made you unproductive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like the web should be more welcoming. Like, bring your own device, bring your own language. I do need to mention something because I'm making a fool of in the stream because I couldn't in the chat because I couldn't remember what tab is called. So someone was friendly enough to remind me, but it's been put there. But by the airplane people, yes. Yes.
I love that comment.
The return of the airplane people.
You thought that was you wouldn't
I
see
have
that
escaped
again. Yeah.
that. Oh, that's also Mind Glitter is now a new DC hero joining the Justice League. I agree. Airplane people. That was a while ago. Yeah, I think there's a clip. You can probably look it up at ClipTalk.
Yeah.
See?
It might be there. That's true. Okay, so we want to have a component that lists conferences that are happening in a specific period of time.
Right.
So what is that component?
I want to go to a conference in June.
Actually, what we're looking for is we are clicking on SweetTug, and I want to see the conferences that are happening the
around
same
that.
days.
Okay, yeah, got it.
So what is that component? What should we call it?
Well, is it just the day? Same day?
Day or days. Or around. We can do it around as well.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer.
I don't know.
Conferences.
Near dates? Conference? I don't... Help
Naming
us, chat room.
Naming is the hardest part of development.
So we need a name for picking a conference and seeing if there's any conferences on the same day or maybe same week.
Conferences, well, nearby is not the same thing. Conference.
Soon? Oh, no.
Overlapping, I like it. Conferences overlapping.
Oh, yes.
Let's do that.
Thank you. Oh, and I can't lift in that chat. Thank you, Rick. So
overlapping
the chat tool we are using is being worked on by the developer. So sometimes we cannot lift in certain...
I can't spell today.
And I think that Jeff took it as a challenge to find airplane people. And I think he found it. Yeah. Welcome to my brain. Welcome to my brain.
This is my brain on not drugs.
Yeah, my brain on migraine, actually.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna take a look. So I think. So it should be
Overlapping.
kind of
That's
like
a good
the
name.
speaker page. So I'm just gonna steal all the code from there.
Are you stealing from yourself?
I am.
Are you duplicating code?
I am not.
Okay.
Because we're not gonna do this. We're gonna do almost the same thing.
Okay.
We just have to see how much duplication it is. So
you missed Clip Talk. Well, say goodbye to your free time.
So
but Jeff is actually working on it on some of his streams, so you can see the inner workings as well.
So in this case, we have our API,
right?
And we're get conferences with open call for paper. That's not what we want to do, because so what we want to do, we don't need to use an items provider for this. We can just go with items. That's not how you type things. Let's try that again.
I think Jeff has a new tagline for Clip Talk. Say goodbye to your free time. But you can also learn a lot, and you can find new streamers, and you can have a lot of fun.
Oh, while we're talking about that, finding new streamers.
Yeah?
Do
we have a new streamer?
No, we don't. But Simon, that is usually on the stream and on Jeff's stream as well, had an idea of an application. Yeah. And I thought that is amazing, and I want in. Mm-hmm. So I helped out just a little bit. He did perhaps 99% of the work. But we have Twitter.
Right.
Blazor Live.
Right.
So this
well, you did a fair bit of pair programming in this one, because Simon is wanting to learn Blazor, and you want to be better at PowerShell. PowerShell. Yeah.
So this is a Twitter account that tweets out when someone starts streaming about Blazor and or .NET MAUI.
Yeah.
So in some cases it's always
so it's not only ours. We can see Jeff here as well. Mm-hmm. There we go.
There he is. So usually if for example Jeff, if he has Clip Talk, because I know that's Blazor, or has Blazor inside of the title, we're going to push that. Same thing with Visual Studio. So in this case, it's Visual Studio streaming about Blazor in .NET 7.
So if you're into Blazor and want to find streamers,
you should definitely follow that.
And now we also need to do a tangent here, because Rick is saying, so you're working on a call for paper site. I actually have 2 questions for that. 1, would you like to join forces?
Sure,
and
why
2,
not?
Do you know CFP Exchange?
Yes. That's a short answer. I actually did know that you were working on one.
And we do have another question. Maybe we should do the quick walkthrough of the page. So we have three main users or thought users for finding your next tech event. Either is for speakers that actually wants to find call for papers, or for attendees that wants to find a conference to attend, or for organizers of conferences to know where we have a heat map, so they know when they can plan, either when it's not that busy, or if we can maybe work together with a conference nearby. Yeah. So that's the one you are.
So it's not really just a Call for Papers site.
No, and we are not stealing anyone's thunder. We are sending them back to where we found the data. But we also have random stream with a tag of Blazor, and it will show a bit open, is it not?
No, it will not, because there is a JSON that I need to add the streamer's name, the Twitter, the Discord ID, and if I want to filter filter on anything. So no, it's not open.
So it was built by Gerald. We know Gerald, and Rick took over. Currently rebuilding in Blazor. That's fun. Yeah, we should definitely talk.
All right, so let's build something. Let's go here. We got conferences, so let's create a list of conference. There we go. Let's name it conferences. No, that's not what I wanted.
Well,
try again. There we go. And for those of you who haven't seen it from the last stream, do you see the glitter? We have glitter. That makes Jessica super happy.
Yeah, me and Lavasoft and a few others as well. But glitter is the new black.
So let's. So in this case, we want to be able to. Let's see how we're going to do this. I think we want to simply go on parameter set and get the data from the API. So conferences.
Glitter is the new black, coming soon on Netflix. Yes.
Get conference date. Get conferences count by date. That's not what we want. I don't think we have a. Let's see here. To get conferences. Do we have? So we got items provided. That's not the one I want. Get conferences. Actually, I don't think we have a. This one perhaps? We might not have a. That's conferences. No, we don't have a anything in the API to get the
Oh, okay.
a specific conference. Let's build one.
Yay, building APIs.
So we are going to go to our. This was so long ago. I need to remember what we're doing.
So we have an API.
We do have an API. That's good. That's good to know. So get conference. That's not what I want. I want conferences.
Yeah.
This one. I want to add a date. Let's see.
Can you scroll a little? Thank you.
We want date only, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we only get the data, not the whole shebang, right? Yeah, I remember.
So Copilot is telling me what I want. Let's see if that is what I want. Let's see if that is correct. So date end. Date only from date. Okay, not really what I wanted, but
close, but no cigar.
Yeah. So date only. Start date, and we're gonna go with an end date, like so. And event end. Let's see here. So the event end date. So the start date, let's do it the other way around. The start date, no, not that one, the other one. Event start. The event start should be larger or equals to start date, right?
Yeah.
And
sounds reasonable.
So it should be larger than. But end date. Let me think here. So let's assume that the end date should be.
You need to think out loud.
So let's assume that we have a conference that are 5 days, and the dates that we are sending in is the first 2 dates. So the end date of the conference that we are expecting, that we're trying to find, we don't really care about the end date.
No, we care about the start date. No, we care about the duration. We don't really care about the start date either. We care about the duration. Because if Svetug starts on a Monday and we have another conference starting on a Tuesday, I still wanted to show up if I'm showing the week.
Right. So we got the event start, the event that we are trying to find. It doesn't matter when that event starts either.
No. We need the duration. Is it on? Like, is it active or whatever? Ongoing. But we don't have any functions for that either, I think. Oh, we have start and end. But we want the span. Is it on or not? Have I said that I love our chat room?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, still do. And look at this. I was poking around on the live site. Any chance we can get a location search feature? Yes, indeed. That is on the to-do list. We also have a plan for searching by temperature. Like, I only want to go places that are above 25 degrees Celsius, or I do not like sun, so below that or whatever. So we have a bunch of ideas. So yeah, thank you. So how do we do with this span?
Trying to think.
Ah, yes. The location search is an amazing feature in RavenDB. Absolutely.
That is actually the reason why we chose to go with RavenDB.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. That tipped the scale. Not that it was hard to tip at all. One, it sounded so interesting. And two, it sounded fun.
Yeah.
Three, it had everything we needed and we didn't even know it.
And I mean, Jeff, you have already been raving about it for quite some time. No?
Oh, that was a bad pun. We still don't have a badum-tish sound. What is up with this?
Come on, it wasn't bad.
It was bad. Oh, and I can't even lift in... Yeah, so again, this chat is sometime... I'm not only able to lift in the whoa and badum-tish, but I could... You didn't just do that, Jimmy.
I did.
Yeah. I'm married to that one. On purpose. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, let's fake this for now. Let's just say that, you know what, I want the conferences that are going on at the same time. And
Jessica, I think you lost a bet. No, it was on purpose.
let's do it like this. So I'm just going to check if the start date is larger than the start date I'm searching for,
Yeah.
and that the start date is less or equal to the date
Yeah.
that I'm searching for.
Yeah. That's good enough for now.
Yeah.
Good enough for
So
now.
that we don't get stuck on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to update the interface as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I?
Or do you?
Because we have the awesome awesome source code generator, so the interface is already updated.
That is pretty nifty.
I love that.
And I think we just got clipped.
So
but I can't lift it in because
see here.
Yeah.
Let's pop into.
Sometimes software doesn't work the way you want it to.
So let's go back to our nice looking thingy here. Where do we have it? There we go. Overlapping conferences.
Oh, that one. Oh, the nicely named one.
So let's create a parameter, a property. There we go. It's a string because Raven has odd strings. And let's call it conference ID. There we go.
What are we doing with that one?
That should be absolutely fine. And we need to get the So what I could do, there's actually two ways of doing this. I'm thinking about it. I might actually change my mind.
We never had that on stream before.
Let's do it like this instead. So let's go with date only. There we go. And start. And end. So we're going to have two properties or parameters. End. And we're going to add the parameter attribute parameter there as well. There we go. There we go. So we got a start and an end date.
Yeah.
And everything broke.
Squiggly lines.
And get conferences, we can go start and end. With the correct casing. There we go.
Sometimes that helps a lot.
Rebuild.
Rebuild.
Why are you? So that's the task. Of course, await. And we need to add an async here as well. There we go. And remove that one. There we go. Oh, come on.
Well, it's probably my fault because I have said that I like when things go wrong on stream because I want to see how
it's
people.
Your fault.
Yeah, because I want to see how people actually search for what's wrong and fix this stuff, and it's more close to reality.
So now we should have a component that shows our conferences that are happening between the start and the end date.
Yeah, that's cool.
So then we can go into our conference page. Down here somewhere. Conference page. There we go. And let's see here. Let's got a little bit of stuff there. Got a div for some reason.
Because you like him.
So here we can put overlapping conferences. Don't want to have that name.
I really like that name. I'm glad we didn't name that.
I wonder why we don't have the don't have the namespace here already. What's up with that?
I don't know.
There we go. So now we will get the.
And this is the file where you put all the namespaces you think you will have in more than one spot.
Yeah. In a component.
Yeah. Right.
So overlapping conferences. Start. So we got a conference here. So we can be able to say conference dot and start event start. This was absolutely unnecessary copy and pasting because I'm not going to keep almost nothing of that.
Well, the dot and the quotation marks.
And there we go. So we're taking the conferences, a conference that we're viewing, and we can get the event start and the event end date from there. So let's see what we got if we run this. Oh, it's running. I didn't think it would be. There we go. Let's click on a conference. So this, are all these conferences going on at the same time? So we're 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Yeah.
Let's click this one.
Oh, we need to do something.
That is
about
going
the
on
format.
at the same time. So this is actually working.
That's pretty cool.
But I did use the wrong one because this one is showing whether or not the CFP is open.
Oh, right.
So I should have used the other one. So let's correct that by going into
because that is not interesting to organizers or attendees. It's only interesting to speakers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we really want to know when the other conferences start. So,
Yeah.
So we're going to copy that, and we're going to go into our component. Where do we have that one? In the components folder. There we go. And just replace all of that goodness there. There we go. Save. Let's pop back. There we go. So now we have dates here instead.
Yeah.
And let's do a small... that's absolutely not what I wanted. Let's do an H2. I'm actually not sure at what level we are at this point, but we're going to go overlapping conferences. There we go. Boom. Overlapping conferences.
Yeah, we so need to format this page. Style it a little bit.
But this actually works great.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. Let's click the
That's pretty cool.
one, and it works. It works.
So that was a song from Back to the Future the musical, which we have seen twice this summer because it is that awesome.
You've seen it twice. That was also from that one.
Yeah.
So we got overlapping conferences working.
It might need some more glitter. Yes. Or cats. Cats or glitter. Well, fur is cat glitter. So there's that.
But I'm pretty happy about this.
Yeah. And I think this function can be very handy for so many reasons. Let's say actually you are a speaker and you know you're going to, let's say, Pennsylvania, and you might end up staying there for a while. Then you might want to look up if there's any other conferences you can speak at the same time.
.NET Conf. That's happening at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's
Such
a
bummer. A bad
bummer. Oh yeah, that's a bummer. Because .NET Conf is awesome. So if you have not checked that out, please do. You may or may not heard of one of the organizers. Well, Mr. .NET
Is it
Conf.
.NET
I just
Conf?
put it in Google.
Is that what we're doing?
I just put it in Google and it
There
will
we go.
show me. Yeah, and it is the
.NET
7
launch.
launch. Can't wait.
So at that date, I'm guessing, I need to go rewrite all the chapters in my book to make sure that they are updated for .NET 7.
And on the 8th, we are speaking at Oradev, and on the 9th, we are speaking at Tech Bash. So I'm a little bit bummed that we are going to miss it, but we might be able to catch something on in the hotel room or something, because I am excited. You are not, because you need to rewrite a lot of chapters in your book. Well, which means I need to review it again.
Every
so
new
now
feature is like, oh, come on, I need to rewrite this. Now it's going to be fun.
No, it's all in good fun.
All right, so we got that feature working.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we need what we need to do. Probably not today though, but we need to let's pop into a conference. Let's go with this one, Cloud Day. We need to
remove the bullet point.
We need to make that nice somehow.
Yeah.
And overlapping conferences, I'm thinking perhaps we could put those to the right.
Yeah, I would like that. Depending on how wide your viewport is. And also we need to think about when we started talking about UX, so it's Jeff's fault. I'm going on a rant now. No, but we need to think about what is most important in this page, because now the header is the absolute most important thing, that it's named Cloud Day, and it might be important, but the date and that it is in Milan, and then we get the date again, and yeah. Why do we have call for paper closing in 2 days here? Oh, because it's fact about the conference. Yeah. And there's no spacing, and hierarchy is basically more anarchy than hierarchy. Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is that you are getting a piece of paper and sketching what we need to do here.
We can sketch on stream actually.
Yeah. Now when we have our nifty
we have the camera. Because one thing that I teach UX for new developers, and one of the things that are a very common misconception is that a UXer or UX has a UX problem, okay? Because why do we call it UX designer when I'm not going to give you designs most of the time. So many people, my student among them, because I ask them to sketch out an application that we then work on. But they think you need to be really good at sketching, and I am crap. I cannot draw for the life of me. But we can still sketch, and we could talk a little bit about that, because it's a very good tool to save fights within the team, which I have seen more than once.
Or within a marriage.
I didn't say that. I would never. Anyone believe me? No? Okay. Damn it. Damn it.
All right. So let's pop into GitHub and add some things that we're supposed to do later on.
Yeah.
Do I
Tasks.
need to sign in? Is that a thing?
Oh, look at that. Lavasoft got a 4 in picture or drawing or art or whatever it's called nowadays, which is a really good, that's the second to highest grade you can get. That's very good. Maybe you should sketch.
There we go. So let's go in here and out there. And where do we have it? Projects. Coding of work. Here we go.
Could you zoom in a little? Because the contrast is less
better?
than optimal.
More?
Yes, it's better.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got a lot of stuff. Everything is done here. I'm honestly not a fan of GitHub projects.
I think it's where you start, where you learn how to use then that will become your normal. I'm not a fan of this, and I'm not a fan of DevOps either. So I want the Team Foundation, the TFS thingy. What was it called? Back in the day when Windows Phone was a thing.
Not sure what you're referring to.
I think it changed name to Visual Studio Online or something confusing like that.
That's Azure DevOps.
Yeah, but the better version, the one that was actually good. Well,
better word.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm sorry, it's not bad. It's me. It's not them. It's me. Right. TFS. Yeah. Oh, VSTS. Yes. Look at that. We got all the namings here. Awesome.
Fix. I'm gonna say layout because I don't know how to spell hierarchy.
Oh, but I am in the way of all the tasks.
We're gonna fix the temperature component, and again we're talking about the temp.
Bring back Visual Source Safe.
Is this right? Temp.
And click it, Clippy.
This is not right.
No, there's an A in that.
Where?
There should be. Yeah, that one.
Solved it.
Okay.
So fix.
But you can get Clippy in using the same plugin that or extension. What is it called for Visual Studio, which gives you glitter? You can actually get Clippy there as well.
The power. Now I'm blanking. Power typer. No.
No. It has something to do with.
Get to.
Oh gosh.
No, that's not the one. Here it is. Extensions. Manage extensions.
Power tool.
Power mode.
Power mode. Mode. It is awesome. Use the particles.
It is glitter.
Yes, the particles.
Okay, so we're gonna fix the layout. We're gonna fix the temp component. We
have the vicinity, the
right.
geo search.
Geo search, that's a good name. I like it. Geo search. My spelling is off today. There we go. Geo search. We got that. I think geo search. I think we're gonna be fine with releasing that in version 2.
Yeah.
We need to fix the layout. We need to fix the temperature component. Can I move it up? No.
Aw, it happens to all of us, Jimmy. Yeah, that's why we have so many tools that can help us with spelling and grammar.
So we got fix the temp component, fix the layout, show conference at the same date. We did that.
Yeah. We did. I remember. I was here. I sat here.
Done. Calendar blocker and export. That's definitely,
version 2 or 3.
5.
Yeah.
Adding form validation.
Yes, please.
Yes, but no.
Yeah, but in a good way.
I'm thinking that is also a version, because right now we do have a page for adding conferences, but I think that perhaps we
won't go live with that one just yet, because we need to secure some things before
add another color.
Because people.
So why do we want to add another color? Is that even a thing anymore? Was that the...
This is why you should not be allowed to write items, because now we don't know what that means.
But one thing that I'm sure of is that I've done it. And it's actually done. There we go.
I think it was to change the yellow accent color. Because or something.
These kind of things are a little bit like science. So if you remove all the items, and if the item finds its way back, then we should do it. If it doesn't, we didn't need to do it in the first place.
Yeah. Then we wasted time writing it in the first place. So if you just wrote it as you should have.
So Ricky
please,
Gervais,
people do a better backlog refinement than we are doing.
So Ricky Gervais usually says that. So what he explains science like. So if you take all the science books in the world and you destroy all of them, at some point these books will be written again, or the science behind the books is going to be we will find out all the science again at some point.
Because it's science.
Yeah.
It's fact. But
awesome.
Add another color is not fact. It's just a crappy item. I'm sorry. It's just not
that's what I'm talking about. If we need to do that, it will find its way back into the backlog.
It will.
That's how you do it. And speaking of Blazor, Blazor Live, we also have that inside of our Discord server. So it's
but will we invent JavaScript again? Good question.
So inside our Discord server, we do have a channel called Blazor Live. So we have... if
you're not on Twitter and you're a Discorder instead, you can find all the Blazor streamers when they go live.
We got me talking about the emulator that I'm building. Look at that. Jetpack.
It is. It is. Great work.
Thank you.
I have seen. Let me pick this up. I have seen the book, which is semi-translucent on screen, that Jimmy has gone through to write the emulator. And we're talking computations and I don't even know what half of this is. I have no clue. Something about bits. Yep. So that's a thing.
So
I'm a little bit impressed.
While I was preparing the presentation, I kind of thought that you're not a developer.
No.
You don't like to write code and all of that. But I'm thinking that this might be... I struggled a lot when learning assembler. But it's kind of so basic. It's so down to the metal that it might actually be way easier to understand.
Yeah, maybe more interesting. So I didn't tell you this. I started a new position, a new job on Monday, and it's.
Well, I know that.
You knew that, but I don't know if all of those know that. But so there's a lot of onboarding going on now because it's in cybersecurity, and I don't have really that much experience in cybersecurity. So trust me, it's a lot of onboarding. But I am doing parallel onboarding because this role I'm having, I'm going to be a community manager for ethical hackers. So I need to do a parallel onboarding so I can get, because it's complicated. It entails a lot. But I accidentally started the wrong, there's a whole we have a whole portal of a learning portal, and I accidentally started the optional one that I can do later when I'm comfortable in my role. And it was so interested, I didn't want to stop. And you know what it was about? You will never guess. Network. It was so interesting. I have like 5 pages of notes. Like, what? Really? What? It's like when Dayan talked about RavenDB. Like, why is this interesting? So maybe that's something that could be as interesting.
And
I don't know.
Fulis Nobel mentioned that a woman at my school struggled with computer science classes until she took an assembly class.
Ah.
Then it clicked.
Yeah.
So that's maybe what we're gonna.
Well, I don't disagree. I'm not sure if it's true, but I can't say it's not, because the first developer class I ever took, Programming A, as it was called, I think it was JavaScript. I'm not sure. I didn't even know what a function was when I left. I took it a whole term. I did not know. But then when I think it was Basic, the first class I took after that was easy. It was just like typing regular words, and it did things. So yeah.
It's kind of annoying because when I went to school, I built a small computer. So I had RAM, I had an EEPROM, and a Z80 processor.
Yeah.
And I could not, for the life of me, understand assembler at that point. It did not click at all.
No.
But I think it's so it's a little bit. The way you write it is feels to me like it's the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you will. But I did not get that course.
But some things you just need to hear it in a way that clicks for your brain.
And I mean, years later.
Yeah.
Got this one.
Do you do async await onboarding? I do multi-threading.
All the threads.
Yeah, I have all the threads. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, like this. For most part, you just need to find the first key to get it, and then keep going, and most of it will place itself exactly that. And sometimes your brain is not ready for, well, JavaScript for me, which I think it was, but I don't know.
And all that makes so much.
Oh, thank you.
Hello guys. Did I hit the end?
Awesome.
Equals D.
For 2 months.
Oh, and I can't lift in his first because again we have a little snafu with the tool, but Tyndall asked if he was hitting the end of the session, the stream. You blame your brother for coming by? That's a nice brother coming to say hello to you. Don't blame your brother. Your brother can join next time.
But the point that we're talking about here is like you need to give it a little bit of time. You need to until it clicks. Almost every task I have ventured implementing for the emulator has been exactly that.
Yeah.
How do I figure out the assembly instructions? How do I figure out the screen? How do I figure and so on? And the latest one was implementing the tap files, so the reading the tape files. And if you're not following Scott Hanselman, you should definitely do that, because he has on his TikTok and I think on his YouTube and all of the
shorts and stuff,
social thingies. He's working on with his C64, his Commodore 64 right now. So he's loading tap files, and that's the exact same tap files that I implemented. Yeah. So it's really fun to see see everything working.
Okay, so we do have another question. Might have missed it. Was out for a few minutes. Is the GitHub project private by default? Can see the code, not the work items. Yeah,
Oh,
the work.
really? I thought it would be open. So it's not.
I miss the times when the most advanced JavaScript was made. We made were confirm and alert calls.
That's still the most advanced JavaScript I do.
Well, you have a workaround. Console.log plus alert.
Rick, we will have to take a look at that because we want this to be open. So
Yeah.
let us take a look at that because.
Yeah, we're syncing next week as well.
What are we doing?
Syncing with Rick about the page. Let's see what we can do together. I can see the project under the organization, not the repo.
Yeah, so the project is under the organization. So we're okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Got it. Great. All right. So
are you taking it offline? The syncing? No, we're just having a chat, and then we will see what we can do. Yeah, exactly. To put the ducks in a row. But the project is hidden. Huh. Who hid our project? Who hid our project? Did you hid our project? Hide our project?
Because it's hideous.
Oh. Okay, no, so apparently we should ignore Tyndall.
All right.
Because he claims he doesn't know what he's doing because he can see projects and stuff right now.
Oh, neither do we.
So there you go.
I'm not a fan of. I really love Azure DevOps. I think that's way easier to work with. I'm not a fan of the projects on GitHub, to be honest.
I never understood why aligning ducks in a row is important for businesses, but who am I to question our wise leaders? I don't know either, and it's not beneficial for the ducks either. They usually don't go in a row. They kind of huddle all around.
Well, they do it like.
Have you met our ducks down here?
Yeah, but the mom duck with this
well, that's in the
tiny
fairy
ducks,
tales.
whatever they're called.
No, they are circling around. They are circling.
In my head, they're following in a row.
Listen to my trolling and I'll be happy. Oh, you missed a rant, by the way. Every time I rant about something, I miss you. For some reason.
Ducklings. That was the word I was looking for.
At least we don't have to herd cats. Yeah, that's an impossible task, so.
I've heard it's almost impossible. I'll show myself out.
Literally. See what I did there? See?
I did.
See?
I did.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Ending on a high note.
Oh gosh. Apparently ducks can't count, so they're counting ducklings. They're counting 1, 2, many, and they expect everyone to be. Oh, that sometimes I do that too. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's a group.
That's basically what we do when we do Lego.
Yeah, that's
1, 2. Well, probably all of them.
Yeah, exactly. If cats knew how to respond to your text, text message that they wouldn't. No, definitely not. Unless it was like a butt pic or something. Or just profanity.
Imagine your cats finding your mobile phone with all of the pictures of them sleeping.
Ooh.
That's
I need to put an extra security pin on my phone, I think, if we have.
What's up with this? Well, why are they getting photos of me sleeping and
Yeah,
eating?
it is kind of creepy, isn't it?
Yep.
The way we... Oh, don't. Yeah. Yeah, this one is one of my favorite. If the Earth was flat, then the cats would just have pushed everything over the edge. Yes. Everyone who has ever met a cat know that
It's true.
this movement is real. Definitely real.
That might be the only proof we need
Yeah.
to show
Yeah.
that the Earth is not
Yeah,
flat.
definitely. And just before I got here, I made my cat go through mitosis. Oh, I got it. You combed her fur and suddenly you had 2 cats. Yes. Well, we have already established that cat fur is now cat glitter. So you don't have furry clothes, you have cat glitter on. That is
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
yeah.
All right, should we end on this?
Yeah, we should. I think so. Until next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.